To the SEC Game of the Week, presented by Regions Bank. Today from Rupp Arena, the newcomers to the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, coming into Lexington to play Kentucky for the first time since '78. They'll face a young but steadily improving Kentucky Wildcats team. Clay Matvick back in the saddle with my good friend Joe Dean Jr. And Joe, let's take a look at the one-on-one presented by Shelter Insurance.
Clay, Elston Turner's a big-time player. You see 10th in the league in scoring and second in three-point shooting. He's got to have a big game this afternoon. John Calipari trying to develop the Twin Towers look. Freshmen Nerlens Noel and Willie Cauley-Stein are long, athletic, and getting better and better every game. And today,
the Aggies coming in on a 3-game winning streak. They work it inside. Fabian Harris has that first shot rejected. And that's what Kentucky does so well.
5'11 against 6'11 isn't going to work here this afternoon.
There's Willie Cauley-Stein. And rolling in, there is Alex Poitras. Cauley-Stein falls down hard. Block on the other end by Noel.
One of the top shot blockers in the nation. He uses a Texas A&M player, Ray Turner. Look at that, to get up and over and swat away Elston Turner. Their big-time player has to have a big-time game today.
We've been found Ray Turner for a while. Already has 2 personals as Noel climbs the ladder and slams it down.
Well, this is what Texas A&M has to guard against. Ball gets on the glass. You have to put a body on that young man right there. Nerlens Noel, you see his length, great hands, gets to the offensive board and flushes it home.
He had that key shot in the last minute. Here comes Kentucky down 3. Poitras hits. A 3 for Alex Poitras. Boy, Coach Cal really working on that guy's confidence.
With John Stroud and Sean Toohey.
Noel. Matchup there that's difficult for Jared Johns, and Noel scores. Win by Rick Ray's Mississippi State Bulldogs today over Georgia. They're 2-0.
Yeah, they're the most surprising team in the SEC in the early going. As you see Ryan Harrow from deep.
Got a suit from those days that's back in style by now. Nerlens Noel, look at this guy. For a big man, he can really pick your pocket.
He's got long arms and quick hands. For Eddie Sutton at Creighton many years ago. There's the steal. You saw the long arms, quick hands, and nice unselfish. But only 2 turnovers so far by A&M as they come out of the timeout and switch to a zone.
3-point attempt by Mays, no good, but Poitras there for the stick back.
That's the weakness in the zone.
He's 7 of 8 from the field. Nerlens Noel having a good first half, too.
That's impressive. We saw him with the right-hand jump hook.
Poitras looking for help. Baseline pass to Cauley-Stein, lost it, gathers it up again and puts it in.
Just too big and too tall. Nice job moving without the ball by Willie Cauley-Stein, staying with it. Notice how he took the ball at the big guy. You're always a reservoir of information. You know that?
Reservoir of a lot of things. Mostly hot air. There's Cauley-Stein with the right hand off the window and down. Another steal for Noel. That was ugly. Let's hope everybody's okay. Green and Noel went down hard. The fans here want an intentional foul on Green.
I believe he's going to be okay.
Here's Harris. And Noel with the rebound. Kentucky wants to move. Goodwin. Yes.
Kennedy.
You showed the keys at the beginning of the game, and so far this is playing out perfectly for A&M.
No question.
Ray Turner going up for the hammer dunk, and Noel got a piece.
Noel is so long. So nice dish there. Good recovery by Noel, going straight up, not fouling. Again, very smart in there. See how he did not leave his feet.
Noel goes outside to Mays. Now Wilcher. looking for a pass, gets it to Goodwin.
A&M is very solid defensively, and John Calipari has just been teed up by Doug Shouse. Doug Shouse right there. Last year refereed the national semifinal game between Kentucky and Louisville in New Orleans.
Kentucky down 9. Goodwin and the foul. Actually, Goodwin will get to the free throw line, looking for a three-point play here with 18:02 to go.
17 points in the last 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Single-handedly brought Kentucky back in that game.
There's Julius Mays. That's a good sign. His first field goal. It's a 3.
A lot. You got to go to the line and make them.
8-2 Kentucky run. Good pass. Another good pass. And another block for Noel.
There's the transition. There's the block. That leads to offense at the other end of the floor and to create a fast-paced offensive style of play.
Now Noel frees himself and he slams it home. He's starting to take over. Timeout, Billy Kennedy. Possession, and Kentucky has a chance to take the lead back.
Texas A&M does not need to become impatient here.
Harrell, pretty layup. And Kentucky has its first lead since the 13-minute mark of the first half. List as far as post players in the SEC.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
Harrell, that glanced in off the banking board, Mr. Dean.
Yeah.
Feed it inside for Ray Turner. No way! Not today! It's easy to see why. We'll talk about Mr. Dean's list and the rest of the post players that made the mark.
Tiger team.
Just saw the numbers for Noel. 7 blocks, 1 off. A career high. Poitras and the foul. Chance for 3.
Going on at the timeout because Kentucky runs a nice little spread and isolates their best inside scorer.
For it, Noel with those long arms brings it in. Mays for 3. Timeout, Texas A&M, as Kentucky has regained the lead.
Life, pushing it up the floor, throwing it to Julius Mays, who plays a little string music, Clay Matvick, in Lexington, KY.
Julius Mays, grad student transfer from Wright State. Also played a couple of years at NC Harris.
Calipari talks about getting the ball to the hot hand, and they looking for Julius Mays right there.
Harrow keeps it. Instead of getting it to a wide open, Mays is able to finish, and we're tied at 53. 31 points. Answering back is Harrow. To the Texas A&M basketball program in the first SEC road game to get a win in Lexington.
Well, that obviously would be unbelievable.
Off the steal, Goodwin gives Kentucky the lead.
Tough play, but Kentucky took advantage.
Another takeaway. And another finish for Goodwin. Did Noel cause that?
Noel knocked the ball away. Another steal for him. Kentucky has scored 2 layups off their defense. Elston hoops.
Log on to CapitalOneCup.com to vote for this week's impact performance as Goodwin hits for Kentucky. Don't count out the Cats just yet with 1:12 to go.
Don't ever count out the Kentucky Wildcats. Ever.
Goodwin. Cauley-Stein to put it back with 21 seconds to go. Mark set by David Robinson back in the 80s. For a visiting player to come into Rupp Arena and score 40, that is something to write down. A 25-9 run for Texas A&M down the stretch, and they stick it to Kentucky on their home floor. Just the second loss for John Calipari at home as the Wildcats head coach. 83-71 the final for Joe Dean and our entire SEC Network crew. I'm Clay Matvick saying good night from Lexington, KY.